Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? It's Coolman Jr. 88. Your independent source for wrestling, NASCAR, and music news. We're here to bring you the video I promised. Release day unboxing video for this channel. Featuring one of the biggest releases in a historical point of view. I love history. Everything about it. I got my degree in it. From my local community college. I studied it. I still continue to study it, and I probably will study it for the rest of my life. But basically, one of the biggest movies in the Academy Awards history was released today. And I will be showing you that movie and plus the meat of this video, which is the first 15 WrestleManias. WWE decided graciously to release the first 15 WrestleManias on DVD, separate WrestleManias. So one pay-per-view per disc. There's like one pay-per-view like on 15 separate discs. So WWE decided to release the first 15 WrestleManias, going all the way back to the first WrestleMania in 1985, and ending in 1999 with WrestleMania 15. And I will be showing you off my collection, my complete collection of that. So let's just get started right now with quite possibly the most anticipated movie in my collection. I also bought The Hobbit, an unexpected journey, but I was stoked to get this right here, folks. Lincoln, starring Daniel Day-Lewis, and I will be giving you the actors list in a minute, but yeah, here it is right here. See if I cannot give you the glare. I'm sorry, folks, for the glare, but yeah, there it is right there, Lincoln. And the actors are, of course, Daniel Day-Lewis. 1 second here, I have the list right here. Sally Field, Josh, Gordon Lewitt, Tommy Lee Jones, Hale Pork or something, James Spencer, and then of course the directors are Steven Spielberg, his son Kevin Spielberg, and then this guy, or Kristen Kennedy. Time limit is 2 hours and 29 minutes long, and it's on iTunes right now, but you could go and pick it up. It was a pricey pickup for me. It was $30, but it was well worth it. It's iTunes compatible, so you can buy a copy. I have a 4-disc pack. I have a Blu-ray copy. I have a DVD copy, a regular DVD copy, and then of course I have the digital copy as well. But yeah, first of many DVD releases that I got today. Yeah, but that's the one I'm most proud of right here. Daniel Day-Lewis, Sally Fields, and of course the Spielbergs. Winner of 2 Academy Awards, including Best Actor, Daniel Day-Lewis, and over 60 minutes. The Blu-ray has over an hour's length of extra content, backstage interviews, on-set interviews with Daniel Day-Lewis, Sally Fields, of course Steven Spielberg, and he takes you back to the actual set where the decorations are freaking amazing. They got permission to use some artifacts from the actual Lincoln Museum from Washington, D.C. It's awesome, guys. Watch the special features if you get the chance to get this movie. But if you don't get this movie, you are missing out. If you are any type of history buff whatsoever, you are missing out if you do not get this movie. That's all I'm going to say about it. Okay, next movie I got for purely historical reasons as well. This is a 1995 HBO special starring Lawrence Fishburne on the Tuskegee Airmen. It's about an hour long. It's a short film starring Lawrence Fishburne, and it's on the Tuskegee Airmen. So here you guys go, right here. Let's hold it just right. Yeah, there you go. Oops, out of shot. There you go. And then of course, there you go. It's just a short film, you guys. So it's nothing like real groundbreaking, but I liked it in 1995, and I've been looking for it ever since, and I found it. So yeah. Now on to the meat of the video. Here we go. All 15 WrestleManias, starting from 15, going all the way down to 1. WrestleMania 15, right here. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and then of course the key match cards are the WWE Championship match between The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brawl for All, starring Butterbean versus Brett Gunn, I think. Butterbean versus Brett Gunn, and then referee match to become the referee for the main event. Mankind versus Big Show, Kane versus Triple H, and plus many more. You guys, this is awesome. And then, of course, it has the dates on has the date of the pay-per-view on the back. So if you look at the back, you cannot go wrong. Of course, there's glare on that. Let me raise that up just a little bit so you can see. Of course, we have Stone Cold Steve Austin in one screenshot. We have The Rock in the other screenshot. So yeah, that's WrestleMania 15. 14 to go. There you go. Right there. And then, of course, my favorite WrestleMania had the most amazing return of the Legion of Doom. Came back with Sunny. This is when they had just gotten over their issues. WrestleMania 14 took place on March 29th, 1998. You had WWE Championship match. Shawn Michaels with D-Generation X versus Stone Cold Steve Austin with special ring enforcer Mike Tyson. Intercontinental Championship match, The Rock with the Nation of Domination versus Ken Shamrock. Then, of course, we had The Undertaker versus Kane with Paul Bearer. Their very first meeting, Kane and Undertaker. December dumpster match for the World Tag Team Championships. The New Age Outlaws versus Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie, which we all know as the original ECW guy. I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, Chainsaw Charlie. WrestleMania 14. I'll show you the back as well. There you go. Back of the DVD case right there. There you go. And these DVDs, the reason I'm not showing you the DVDs, guys, is because they're all blank. They're all like just like that. They're all blank. But the pay-per-view is actually on the DVD, so no worries. That's why I'm only showing you the case and not the DVDs. So yeah, that's WrestleMania 14. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to keep these in order too. So yeah, WrestleMania 13. I haven't watched this one yet. But it appears to have The Undertaker winning his first championship on the cover. It has... I'll hold this up while I'm reading it. It took place on... excuse me, it's in purple. So, March 23rd, 1997. Let me hold that up again. No disqualification match for the WWE Championship. Psycho Sid versus The Undertaker. Submission match, Bret the Hitman Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin with special guest referee Ken Shamrock. Intercontinental Championship match, Rocky Maivia versus the I never heard of this performer before, but with Bob Backlund and Iron Sheik. Of course, we have the Steel Cage fight. Ahmed Johnson versus the Legion of Doom versus the Legion, the Nation versus the Nation of Domination, and more. Of course, we have WrestleMania 13 right here. Of course, I'll show you the back as well. Again, these DVDs are blank, but the actual pay-per-views are on the DVDs, so no worries there, you guys. That's WrestleMania 13. WrestleMania 12. We also have here, and I'll just read you the back of the box. Iron Man match, the very first Iron Man match for the WWE Championship. Bret the Hitman Hart versus Shawn Michaels in the very first Iron Man match. 60 minutes long. Took out the majority of the pay-per-view. It also has Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus Diesel. So yeah, and then we have Hollywood Hollywood Backlot Brawl versus Roddy Piper versus Goldust with Marlena. Ultimate Warrior versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley with Sable. That's the matches on the back of the box. Plus, there's more matches. The entire pay-per-view is all on these DVDs as well, guys. So, and this pay-per-view, WrestleMania 12, took place on March 31st, 1996. So yeah, in Anaheim, California. Has at the very top of the box, you guys, it has the name of the city, state, and arena just above the WrestleMania logo on the back of the box, as well as the date stamps when the event took place as well. So you guys can't miss it up. Those of you who could not read and still can't read Roman numerals, which I have a hard time reading Roman numerals, so that's what I had. Thank God that the dates were on there so I could keep track. WrestleMania 11. Bret the Hitman Hart, Undertaker on the cover. I'll just read the back of the box. Lawrence Taylor with Ken Nashin Jr. Versus Carl Sparks and Rocky Johnson versus Steve Martel, Chris Spillman or something, and Reggie White versus... Oh, excuse me, guys. This is a 6-man. Lawrence Taylor with Ken Nashin Jr., Carl Barks, Ricky Johnson, Steve Martel, it's a bunch of celebrities, you guys. Versus Bam Bam Bigelow, with the $1 Million Man, with the $1 Million Corporation. Sorry, you guys. The writing. I haven't watched this pay-per-view yet. It was confusing. WWE Championship match: Diesel versus Shawn Michaels. Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus King Kong Bundy, with $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. I'll show you the back of the box. And one more match: I Quit match. Bret Hitman Hart versus Bob Backlund, and more. This pay-per-view took place April 2nd, 1995. Hartfield, Connecticut Center, in Connecticut. So yeah, there's the back of the box. Since I held it low, there's the front of the box. WrestleMania 11, you guys. Next pay-per-view is, of course, WrestleMania 10. It took place March 20th, 1994, in New York, Madison Square Garden. Of course, we had the WWE Championship match: Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji, Jim Cornette versus Mr. Fuji and Jim Cornette versus Bret Hitman Hart, with special guest referee Rowdy Roddy Piper. And then, of course, we had the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship to determine who was the real Intercontinental Champion. Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels. And then, of course, we had the WWE Championship match: Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji and Jim Cornette versus Lex Luger, with special guest referee Mr. Perfect. And then, of course, we had Bret Hitman Hart versus Owen Hart, brother versus brother. There's the front of the box right there. And then, of course, the back of the box: New York, Madison Square Garden, 1994, March 20th. There you go. There you guys go right there. So, yeah, that's WrestleMania 10. WrestleMania 9. We have what looks to be Bret Hart and Yokozuna on the cover. This event took place on April 4th, 1993, Las Vegas, Nevada. And what was to be the showcase of the Immortals at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have, for the featured matches, we had WWE Championship match: Bret Hart versus Yokozuna with Mr. Fuji and Jim Cornette. World Tag Team Championship match: Money Inc. versus Hulk Hogan and Butterbean? I don't know. Haven't watched this one either, guys, so there you go. Intercontinental Championship match: Shawn Michaels with his first manager versus Tatanka, I think. Tatanka. I can recognize the I can recognize the name. I just can't place it. And then of course we had the Lex Luger versus Mr. Perfect. Of course, the whole pay-per-view is on the card, but there you go. WrestleMania 9. Yeah, WrestleMania 9, April 4th, 1993. I'm not doing a very good job reading these off, guys, I know. But I'm doing the best I can. WrestleMania 9. This will make it WrestleMania 8. Okay. Now, this pay-per-view is special because this is the first pay-per-view Undertaker appeared. This is Undertaker's first WrestleMania. This took place April 5th, 1992. Indianapolis, Indiana. At the Dome. Hoosier Dome, I think. We have Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus Jake the Snake Roberts. Intercontinental Championship match. Roddy Piper versus Bret the Hitman Hart. WWE Championship match. Nature Boy Ric Flair versus Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth. Hulk Hogan versus Psycho Sid with Harvey Whitman. So there you go. There you guys go again. April 5th, 1992. WrestleMania 8. Let me show you the back of the box. Again, guys, I'm not showing you the DVDs because they're blank, but the actual pay-per-views are on the DVDs. So, yeah. WrestleMania 7. Macho Man Randy Savage on the cover. Here you go. And I'll just read you the marquee matches. WWE Championship match. Sergeant Slaughter versus with General. I'm sorry, guys. Versus Hulk Hogan. Retirement match. Ultimate Warrior versus Randy Macho King Savage with Queen Elizabeth. No, Queen Sherry. Excuse me. Yeah, Queen Sherry. Blindfold match. Jake the Snake Roberts versus the model Rick Martel. And then, of course, we had Undertaker with Paul Bearer versus Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Oh. Yeah, okay. This is WrestleMania 7. You guys, there's the, again, March 24th, 1991. Los Angeles, California. The local arena around here. Of course, this arena is Los Angeles Sports Arena. The original sports arena that was here in 1991. But yeah, here's the back of the box as well. And of course I'm in the back too far. But here's the Marshall Man Randy Savage WrestleMania 7. WrestleMania 6. Of course, this is the one of the legendary pay-per-views. This took place April 1st, 1990, in Toronto. Canada. Toronto, the Sky Dome in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The title versus title match. WWE Champion Hulk Hogan versus Intercontinental Champion Ultimate Warrior. $1 Million Championship match. $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase with Virgil versus Jake the Snake Roberts. Mixed tag team match. The American Dream Dusty Rhodes and that girl he was with in the late 90s, with Miss Elizabeth versus Macho Man Randy Savage and Queen Sherry. And then of course we had Ravishing Rick Rude with Bobby the Brain Heenan versus Jimmy Superfly Snuka and more. Of course, once again, guys, the whole pay-per-view is on these DVDs. All the DVDs have the full pay-per-view. And the DVDs are blank, so that's why I'm only reading you the back of the box. I know I'm having a hard time doing it, but some of these superstars I've never seen before outside these WrestleMania outside this WrestleMania collection, and some studying did as a kid. So yeah, I'm still learning, even though I've watched wrestling since I was 12, and I've been studying ever since. So yeah, and of course I listen to audiobooks all the time, so I have a hard time transferring the words to my head. So I know that's not an excuse, but I'll show you the back of the box. Again, April 1st, 1990, WrestleMania 6. WrestleMania 5. There you go. April 2nd, 1989. WWE Championship match. Macho Man Randy Savage versus Hulk Hogan with Miss Elizabeth. In a neutral corner. Intercontinental Championship match. Ultimate Warrior versus Ravishing Rick Rude with Bobby the Brain Heenan. Jake the Snake Roberts versus Andre the Giant with Bobby the Brain Heenan, with special guest referee Big John Studd. Okay. The Hart Foundation versus Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine with Jimmy Hart. That's on the back of the box. Again, April 2nd, 1989, in Atlantic City, New Jersey, Trump Plaza. I believe this is the second of 2 WrestleManias in Trump Plaza. I'm counting down from 15 to 1, so I believe this is second of 2 WrestleManias in Trump Plaza. There you go. That side. There you go. This side. Yeah. So. WrestleMania 4 took place March 27th, 1988. Again, Atlantic City, New Jersey, Trump Plaza. This is the first of 2 WrestleManias in Trump Plaza and Atlantic City, New Jersey. We had the finals of the WWE Championship Tournament. Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth and Hulk Hogan, when they were the Ultimate Powers or something, versus the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Virgil, and Andre the Giant, with Andre the Giant. Oh no, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, with Virgil, and Andre the Giant. Yeah, I read that right. Round 2 match, whatever that means. Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant with Bobby the Brain Heenan, $1 Million Man, and $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Virgil. Intercontinental Championship match. Honky Tonk Man with Jimmy Hart and Peggy Sue versus I can't read the other competitor's name, guys. So I'm just gonna skip it. World Tag Team Championship match. Strike Force versus Demolition with Mr. Fuji. There you go. March 27th, 1988. In Atlantic City, New Jersey, Trump Plaza. This is the first of 2 WrestleManias in Trump Plaza, like I said. So, oh, there's the back of the box as well, guys. Look. WrestleMania 3, the classic WrestleMania. Let me just grab it. Okay. Of course, we all know the Slam heard around the world. WrestleMania 3. This is what took the WrestleMania concept to the national stage. This pay-per-view right here. And, in my opinion, one of the greatest Intercontinental Championship matches of all time. Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with George the Animal Steel. In my opinion, I have a strong opinion about this pay-per-view right here. Of course, everybody's going to mention the slam heard around the world, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. But that's not what sold this pay-per-view right here. What sold this pay-per-view right here, in my professional opinion, watching since I was 12 years old, it was the Intercontinental Championship match with Macho Man Randy Savage, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and that's my final thought on that. I will stick by that till the day I die. No one can tell me otherwise. Of course, Under the Giant getting slammed was awesome, but I believe the match of the night on this pay-per-view was the Intercontinental Championship match. Of course, we had the WWE Championship match, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant with Bobby the Brain Heenan. By this time, Andre the Giant was in failing health, and he had to relinquish. He knew he had to relinquish the WWE Championship. Of course, what's also on here is a Honky Tonk Man with Jimmy Hart versus Jake the Snake Roberts with Alice Cooper. This is one of the first pay-per-views with one of the first pay-per-views with Hollywood stars actually in the pay-per-view too. So yeah, there's that. And then the pay-per-view took place March 29th, 1987. And Pontiac, Michigan. I'm gonna say the Pontiac in Pontiac, Michigan, the Pontiac Silverdome. Yeah, in Pontiac, Michigan. There's WrestleMania 3. There's the back. March 29th, 1987. There's the back right there. There you guys go. WrestleMania 2. This was simulcast in 2 different arenas on closed circuit TV. This was before pay-per-view, so this is some rare shit right here. Steel cage match for the WWE Championship. Of course, the steel cage was still being called a special attraction. It wasn't necessarily a match, but it was still being called a special attraction back then. So, Hulk Hogan versus King Kong Bundy with Bobby the Brain Heenan. Boxing match. Mr. T versus Joe Frazier. And the Something Kid versus Rowdy Piper with Cowboy Bob Orton. A boxing match. Didn't go over very well from all reports. This happened April 7th, 1986 in Uniondale, New York, I think. Not New Jersey, because it would be NJ, so I'm going to say Uniondale, New York. Somewhere in Chicago, Rosemont, Illinois, and Los Angeles, California. This was before pay-per-view, so it was closed. It was on closed circuit TV, so you could go to 3 different arenas, and it was being closed circuit TV'd on 3 giant screens in 3 different arenas. Again, April 7th, 1986. There you go. Once again, WrestleMania 2. There you go, right there. Hold on, guys, hold on. I got a huge stack of DVDs. And then, of course, the very first one, WrestleMania 1. This doesn't even have a Roman numeral. This just says WrestleMania on it. Hulk Hogan. Right there. This one was very, very simple. Hulk Hogan with Mr. T. Hulk Hogan and Mr. T with Jimmy Superfly Snuka versus Rowdy Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff with Cowboy Bob Orton. $15,000 body slam match. Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd. World Tag Team Championship match. Mike and Barry Windham. I can't pronounce this Mike dude's last name, but and Barry Windham versus Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik with Classy Freddie Blassie. Legendary, right there, legendary. Women's Championship match, the very first Women's Championship match on big pay-per-view. And I don't know these women's names. I apologize. But yeah, March 31st, 1985, WrestleMania 1 took place in New York, Madison Square Garden. So yeah, there you guys go. There you guys go. Right there. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you have any questions, comments, inbox me over here. No, over here. Inbox me over here. Or down below in the comments. This will also be posted to my Twitter as well. And I will leave my Twitter handle in the description of this video. Again, any questions, comments, either inbox me over here or down below in the comment section. If you guys have any questions about what I think on these wrestling pay-per-views that I have not watched yet, or if you guys even want a review of every pay-per-view from WrestleMania 1 to 15, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will have a blast watching the rest of these pay-per-views. Be blessed, guys. Thanks very much. This is Coleman Jr. 88, your independent source for wrestling, NASCAR, and music news. Peace out.